Hey guys, we're back in the garage again, but we're not working on Cali. I came in here to work on Cali. Then I started thinking, we started this YouTube channel about a year ago, and I can't thank you enough on how you made this channel grow. I really hope that you guys enjoy these videos, and I hope that these videos can help anybody who's working on a car. Whether it be a first gen Camaro or a first gen Firebird, they're basically the same cars. So, what I thought was, what I want to do I want to just go over some of the cars that we rolled through these garage doors just in this year alone. And it's just a couple of cars, but let's go over them. It's no specific order or anything like that. Just a quick look. It's not a before or an after. It's just a few of the cars that we had come through these doors. And I'm doing it for a reason. So take a look at these cars, and I'll let you know why I really want to post this video. Okay? Let's have a look. Okay, those are just a few of the cars that we did in this little garage. There was no special tools here. I mean, I have this lift, and I explained to you the reason why I bought the lift. And you probably only saw me use this lift a handful of times. Probably out of the specialty tools that I have, because I don't have any special tools. I have a Harbor Freight tool set right here. I got a few tools here. Probably the only specialty tool is probably this welder right here. And use a tank, but you don't have to get a welder with a tank. You can get it's called a flux core wire, to where the 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 wire itself provides the gas that it needs for the wiring, as opposed to this. You have to provide gas for the wire. And I use the flux core is a tank that you use without a tank. Is a welder, excuse me, is a welder you use without a tank. And that gets the job done. It really does. I had one. I used it for 20 years. It worked great, but it is limited as far as how clean you want to get a weld and how much you really want to turn it down. Because I could turn that welder down to where I could almost weld something as thinner than paper. So it's a little more tunable, and it does give a cleaner weld. It's a little less spatter or splatter. So out of any of the tools, my point is, me, my attention span squirrel. My point is, no special tools, none at all, none at all. And we did those cars in a year. So I need you to do me a favor. Whether you close your eyes or whether you go outside to your garage, your driveway, barn, basement, attic, because I've seen these cars in every one of those places, just buried. I bought a box Nova. I'm a story. You know me. I love my stories. I bought a box Nova from a gentleman. The car was sitting in a barn. It was sitting in there so long that a tree grew in front of the barn door, to where they had to chop the tree down just so we can get the car out of the barn. So I mean, these cars have been, they like this right here. It's been sitting since the '70s. So what I love to do with you guys is bring these cars back that have been sitting for so long. So I need to ask you a favor. Go look in all those places where you have your car in your project. Look at it for 60 seconds. And when you look at it, come on back and we'll go over the reason why. All right, now we're going to fast forward to 60 seconds. What did you get done to that car in this past year? I don't care if you put tires on it and filled it up with air. That's at least moving forward. You don't have to start on a project. I mean, get a game plan going, something. You know, I originally started this YouTube video because I couldn't find any place where I could, like, how do I restore this car? You see 1969 Camaro restoration 1 hour. You can't show a restoration in an hour, especially if, like, guys like me and guys like you that are trying to figure out how to put something together. How does that go there and why is it there? So we started this video about a year ago, and I think that all these videos, and take a look. You could take a look back. I'm not saying look at the videos. Just take a look back at some of the cars. Even in the front picture, that shows you like a video coming up or something like that. I think that we got it covered pretty good. That you could put a first gen Camaro together, or first gen Firebird. I mean, they're very very similar, almost the same car. So we all have excuses. And trust me, I know because I probably wrote half of those excuses. Some of them are legitimate. Some of them, it's almost, you could call it. It's almost like not to say that you're procrastinating on something, but what are you waiting for? We're not getting any younger. I mean, today I'm not younger than I was yesterday. I'm a day older than I was yesterday. So what are you waiting for? And I know it. Believe me, I understand that some people you just can't for certain reasons, but it's not everybody. So my goal was to hopefully be able to motivate you guys to get these cars done and get them back on the road because we're not getting any younger. And these cars are just too nice to let sit in someone's garage or backyard or in a field just to rot away. And to say that you're going to get to it one day. A lot of times people do get to them. A lot of times they rot right back into the earth. So I guess what I'm trying to say is I hope these videos motivate you to get your project done. And I hope these videos provide you like the information you need to get them done. So that's one thing I wanted to talk to you guys about. Another thing I wanted to talk to you about was I read every comment that you guys send me. It takes me a little while to get back to you, but I try to get back to everybody. But, I read a few of them. And just through this year, I read a few. And some of them are like, Al, it's like, it's great you get all those cars done and stuff, but, to interact a little more would probably be a lot better. And, I kind of get it. I'm generally a quiet guy until, I guess maybe until you really get to know me, then you just can't get me to shut up. And, I always say, like, believe it or not, I'm a little bit of a wise guy, a little bit. And and I know a lot of people that know me, they're probably bent over right now laughing hysterically, probably saying a little bit of a wise guy. And I know and I'm sure Kevin, you're probably laughing hysterical right now. But I'm a little bit of a wise guy, but in a good way. I never say anything to hurt somebody's feelings or anything like that. And God forbid if that ever happens, I'm the first one to apologize because nothing's ever done intentionally. So, as this year goes on, we'll slowly start peeling the onion away of Al. And one of the things that here's one thing I have to apologize to you guys. You know, a lot of times, I'll watch YouTube videos and things like that. And a lot of times, and I get a chuckle out of it. I actually like it. You see the beginning of the video, warning. Don't do any of this stuff at home. Don't do any of the things that I do here. If you do it at your own risk and things. I always thought that was kind of funny. They're saying, I'm no expert at this. And do what you want. Just then just don't do what they do. I guess that's what they're saying, or do it at your own risk. You know, that's when the light bulb went off, and I'm like, I never ever told you that I was not an expert in doing this. And then that's when the light went off. I don't think that anybody in their right mind would possibly think out of any of the videos that we posted here that I'm an expert in anything that we do on these videos. Like I say, I'm just a guy in the garage doing cool shit. And this is the stuff that I enjoy doing. Putting these cars back together that have been forgotten about and left off the road for 20 plus years. And that's pretty much it. That's what I was thinking when I first came to the garage today. I'm like, wow, we started this channel about a year ago. So it was the perfect time for me to say, you know what, let me just throw this video out. And just to thank you guys. And like I say, I'll always say thank you, and I mean it sincerely. Um, Also, we're almost a year. We're about 2 weeks shy of a year. And in those 2 weeks, it would be awesome to get scraps done so we can include scraps in the cars that we did in the past year. So it's going to be close. We're not going to get Cali done, but that's pretty much what I wanted to post today. I'm going to be back in the garage tomorrow to start working on Cali, and we'll get the quarter panels done. I'm hoping tomorrow. So that's pretty much the day today. I just wanted to tell you guys thank you so much, and I mean it sincerely. It's been a great year. And this year coming up, we'll peel a little bit more back of Al, and we'll see what happens. And, we'll get some more cars together. I really want to get started on this car right here. This car is going to be I don't even know what to expect out of this car right here. I honestly don't know, but it should be a lot of fun and a big headache at the same time. So, as always, enough babbling. I appreciate you guys watching, and you guys take care of yourselves and have an awesome weekend.